Namaste viewers, welcome to Jnana channel. Today in this episode we will try to understand few terms. There were a lot of questions on these terms. What is that ultimate reality? You speak of every time you say ultimate reality, Brahman, Moksha, consciousness. So many things we keep on saying all these things. Whether it is logically correct or scientifically proven or what it is, whether it is and all kinds of relatable terms. How can a common layman understand? How should we understand? So there were a lot of questions. We thought we will just make one video talk on these subjects. Now, before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and post your comments in the comment box, having gone through all the video talk in detail. Now, we'll be talking of this ultimate reality or Brahman. Always we keep saying, what is that ultimate reality? In simple words, a Brahman, what we call this, is the eternal, changeless reality behind everything in this universe. To give an example in a very crude form, the electricity, powers all devices. Iron box, electric stove, fan, heater, all those things, it does. But all these things they are all different. But the basic thing is electricity. So Brahman, it powers all of existence. This includes our body, mind, thoughts, our emotions, our existence, everything. Whatever you name it, it is that. So this is how it is to be understood. Here, one more thing is that it is not a person. It's not something like a deity. It is not God. It is not goddess. It is not nothing to do with that, God and goddess. God and things like that, they are all religious. These are beyond this religion. This is not religion. This is something beyond religion. It's not in the usual sense, it is not deity, God, anything, but it is pure being, pure awareness, and limitless bliss, which is always present. Of course, it cannot be seen. This is how it is to be understood. That's all. This is the only way we can understand it. This is the only way we can understand this. Now, the next question was that what is this consciousness of all forms and things like that? What is that? So, whatever we know or everything that we know, they are either thoughts, emotions, feelings, and things that we can perceive through eyes, ears, and then nose, like that, colors, sounds, feelings, sometimes, hot, cold, things like that. These are only known through consciousness. See, the other things that we feel and all those things, they are only instruments which gather that information. But the consciousness is that which deciphers, oh, this is hot, this is cold, this is warm, this is big, this is small, this is which, this color is this, that. That is that consciousness. We know our world because we are conscious. Without consciousness, even the most beautiful things is meaningless. The Vedanta, this consciousness is not produced by the brain. It is more fundamental in nature. It is fundamental than the body or mind, and it is universal. This is what is called as that inner self or Atman in you. And it is the same as Brahman, the infinite reality. This is what we can, this is how we can explain this. Now, many people ask, what is this moksha? Moksha, we always, we want moksha, we want that. Moksha means it is freedom. We are all tied. It's not physical freedom, but freedom from ignorance, freedom from stress, freedom from ego, freedom from fear, freedom from rebirth, all those things. So we got lot of, we are tied to so many things. So this is untying ourselves with all these things is freedom. It is a state where one realizes, I am not just this body or mind. I am that limitless, unchanging consciousness, Brahman. Moksha is not about escaping the world, but it is seeing the truth behind it. It is seeing the world behind, seeing the truth behind this world. It brings us some deep inner peace, fearlessness, and unshakable joy. This is what is moksha. This is how we can describe it. Is this just philosophy or relevant to a common person? It's a normal question. What is the use for me with this? Is it only blah blah blah, something like that? It's absolutely relevant. Let's see how. See, the common experience of feeling lost, stressed, or anxious, this kind of feeling is there. How Vedanta helps through these concepts. It realizing that you are not your emotions, but the awareness behind them brings calm. It will give you calmness. Fear of death, fear of aging, fear of failure, fear of maintaining that success, all those things, fear of losing, all these things. Knowing that your true self is eternal helps overcome this fear. It's not just philosophy, it is relevant to a common person, relevant to day-to-day life. Now everybody wants happiness. They all want to seek everlasting happiness, lasting happiness. So understanding that external pleasures are temporary makes you turn inwards and then gives you more happiness. Now, the purpose also, it is searching for a purpose, discovering that you are not a small, helpless being, but connected to the infinite brings deep meaning to that. So these are the uses. This is how Vedanta helps through these concepts. The next question was that whether it is scientifically correct, logically it can be proved and things like that. It cannot be logically because it's a very abstract idea. But in several ways, there are some scientific parallels also. Consciousness studies, neuroscience struggles to explain how awareness arises from the brain. So it's called as the hard problem of consciousness. But Vedanta says consciousness is not produced by the brain. Brain has nothing to do with it. Brain is more like a receiver, more like a lens, more like a gadget. Just like some radio doesn't produce music, it receives and throws it out, or it gives it to you. So like this it is. Some quantum physicists also, they were deeply inspired by Vedantic ideas and non-duality. They were inspired, they said yes, that seems to be a more logical understanding of this universe and things like that. Again, this logical inquiry, what? Logical inquiry is not this, and you go on just studying and then you, neti, that is what the philosophy says. You can try this thought, I am not the body, it changes. I am not my thoughts, it changes. They come and then go. So who am I? So this way, you can start thinking. What remains is the unseen observer, that is awareness, yourself, that is Brahman. This inquiry isn't belief, blind belief. It's logical self-inquiry that anyone can do this. So now there was one more question by one of our this thing that so is Brahman just a concept or a reality? Brahman is not a theory or belief system. It is the most direct and fundamental truth of your existence. It is the reality behind all forms, and its presence can be realized through stillness, meditation, right knowledge, self-inquiry. So this is how it is. What is required is you don't need to be a monk or a scholar. You don't have to be. A simple, open heart, open mind,